funny how the story goes. Little hope but bigger dreams.
G'day friends, welcome to SKETCHFLIX. Today I've got Steve.
Hi everybody.
It wouldn't be a Little Mermaid video on my channel without Steve.
I love the Little
here
Mermaid.
To comment.
I love it.
SKETCHFLIX is a series that I started this year, and it is it's basically my excuse for watching television and working at the same time. To justify that. It's got a lot of television I need to watch, a lot of movies to catch up on.
And you kind of use it as inspiration, right?
So I put the movie on and then I just sketch my way through it. And anything I see on the screen, I kind of just grab and, draw the motifs or draw the character design.
Is that the bow of the ship?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, that middle one. But see, it happens so quickly.
So come, Madam Mermaid.
The movies... So I sketched my way through it. Basically, we were just playing with styles and shapes and lines and characters and colors. Anything I can pull, I just kind of let my imagination run wild and see what happens. Some of them work, some of them don't.
Well, I think that's also relative, right? Because it might not work now, but it might also help inspire an idea for something later on.
Yeah, and the idea was that not only do I get to watch movies, but I'll get to have this big old sketchbook full of inspiration. I think Bianca wants to give you that monkey.
Oh, Bianca wants to say she's sorry.
I can hear her meowing. So basically, I'll have a sketchbook at the end of it that's full of pieces that I can reference back to that are, just kind of random first thoughts, rough concepts and thumbnails, and possibly develop into something else, make it a new piece or use the illustration for something else. And some of them I like just as they are, and maybe they'll end up in a collage sheet or they'll end up in my journal somewhere, I don't know, but other things I'll just develop, and some things I'll just leave in the journal because they don't need to be revisited. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's just a fun challenge.
That's cool.
It is super challenging. It goes so quickly.
Well, and I guess the rule is that there are no rules, right?
Yeah. I never have rules, and if there are rules, I don't follow them. But I've likened this to the artistic version of being a courtroom stenographer.
Right.
So this is just drawing in shorthand.
How cool.
And if you have an afternoon and you're putting a movie on, I challenge you to do it. And if any of you want to film it, I would love to watch an episode of SKETCHFLIX that I haven't done.
Just to kind of see how somebody else's brain works, right?
Yeah, because, it's whatever you're pulling is your interpretation, and it's what you're noticing and the stuff that you're inspired to draw. So everyone's going to be different.
And that's also like the inspiration comes from just one frame in camera, right?
That's what's so hard about it, is that and especially at the start of the movie, I say I need to warm up because I generally just struggle through the first 10 minutes.
Right.
But the setup of the movie is so much goes on so quickly, trying to set up characters and stories
right.
and location and all that stuff. It all happens at the start.
Well, it takes a while just to settle into it overall, in general.
Yes.
Both for you and for the film.
Yeah, just to watch the movie and to then start sketching it. So I would just encourage you to stick with it, because I know the first 10 minutes you could feel like you're probably failing at everything.
Yeah.
But that's my story, that's my truth. So sorry, I've got a coughing fit.
How fun.
But yeah, I really like it. I think it's a really interesting challenge. And like I said, you can always go back and develop the ideas and the concepts later, but you've really got to leave your perfection streak at the door with this.
See, that would be so hard for me.
It's too quick.
Yeah.
Movies are only like an hour and a half, 2 hours max.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking about what it takes to actually do a finished piece, a drawing even, just that's colored in, and you want it to look nice, you could spend an easy 2 hours on that.
Right.
So to try and get more than one thing drawn in the movie is actually quite a challenge, but to end up with like page after page is...
I'm so mesmerized just watching this, seeing what it all looks like, and seeing kind of like what your brain sees.
Yeah, I find it interesting too, because some of them you can see stills from the movie, like when she's laying on that rock just there, is that moment from part of your world that I wanted to capture, because I just love the way her hair is. I love the...
Maybe he's right. Maybe there is something now.
But other ones are just really obscure, like that guy in the shirt. He's just
a sailor.
He's from the ship.
A sailor mermaid.
Yeah, when they're celebrating and he just got the statue revealed, I just saw his outfit and was like, oh, I could put him in a tail, make him a mermaid. So you never really know what you're going to pull from it. But that's the most fun part. The last one we did was Coco.
Yeah.
That was really fun. That was hard because I wanted to watch it.
Right.
Like the old movies that you've seen a million times that you're really nostalgic for, you don't you don't need to stop and watch. You can just sketch through.
Right, because you kind of already know what's happening.
But yeah, Coco's new and still really fun for me, so
Exciting.
I found it hard to not watch.
This is her when she's the big part of your world reprise, right?
Yeah, the big splash out of the
Yeah,
water.
that's my favorite. I love it. I love the beginning. The I don't know when, I don't know how, and like the wind starts going and her tendrils start to like kind of go across her face and her forehead. But I don't know, things starting right now. That big thing, and then a part of your big wave crash.
I bet you went to every beach and looked for a rock like that.
Yeah, we'd grow
Out in the middle of the water.
Yeah, when we were kids, my family would go to Lake Tahoe every year, and over by like kind of by the pier where we were at, there was a big rock that we called Mermaid Rock. So me and my friends, we'd all go up there and we'd do part of your world. One person would do part of your world, and the rest of us would splash behind them.
I love that you say me and all my friends. I'm pretty sure it was just you on the rock and you making all of your friends splash you.
No. It was our friend Carrie. She was up there playing Ariel, and we would just like take turns and we'd all splash behind her.
Yeah, I wanted a red tea towel because
For your hair?
for my hair. A lot of the time when I was younger, I used to put a tea towel on my head. There's only certain tea towels as well. I didn't like some of the other tea towels that we had. It had to be one of the like fluffier ones. And it had to be a touch longer than a regular tea towel.
Okay.
So that the hair could be longer. I just tuck it behind my ears and wear it.
Just with your ears just coming out.
Yeah,
It's like,
and I always wanted a red one so I could
have her hair.
I had to do Ariel because I always played Dorothy. But in Ariel, I had a little mermaid costume when I was younger.
Really?
I don't think I've ever told you
No.
this. Yeah, my it was actually my great grandmother's house, and it was the one where you only like your from your ankles are open.
Right.
So you kind of have to like shuffle around the house as you're wearing it. And I used to put it on when I went over there, and it had the little clamshell bra as well, and I'd just be living in it.
I love it.
Jumping on the bed.
That's funny. I love that.
Yeah, I was super into it as a kid. I had a Belle dress as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought all you had was Dorothy.
No,
What?
I had a lot.
We're all discovering things here together, everybody.
I don't know if I should be revealing it all. I think I've told everyone about my gold Xanadu skates.
Yes, that I know about.
And I had red ruby slippers. Yeah. And this is what I became, so
I guess
I'll let you decide if that was a problem or not.
No, a good, decent human being. Perfect. An artist.
Thanks. I'm gonna screenshot that.
Do you remember like how old you were when you like your first Disney park experience?
Yeah, 16. Very young.
So 16, what you came to this park or the park in California, right?
I came to the park in California, and I'll leave it on a good note, but I was very disappointed in the castle. Because as kids,
it's so small
as
to
kids
the
on
ones?
all the VHSs, all the previews they would show Epcot, and I would be like, oh, I want to go to the big golf ball.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd show the castle over there, which Cinderella's castle is huge.
Yeah, it's like 18 stories or something. On
Yeah, and then when I wanted to go to Tokyo, when I thought I wanted to work there at like 16, I thought I was going to make that dream happen. That castle is Cinderella's castle as well, so it's huge. I had never seen this little bitty castle before.
the OG, the original.
Yeah. So look, I've come to appreciate the all the original fixings in the park for what that is and the history behind that.
Yeah.
So, but at 16, I had no idea what I was in for. So very, very upset about that. But the rest of the time, I had a really, really great experience with my family. I waited 2 hours in line for Dumbo, which was a mistake. But I wanted to take my sister on it because I saw a lot of celebrities did that. Obviously, me being the celebrity.
Oh my goodness.
So we took my sister on that. We both mistake to wait for so long, but we had such a great time. And I think being there in my formative years, like it's a teenager, 16, is what really inspired me to work for the company.
I want to work for the company.
That's what I wanted to work for because I loved everyone was so happy and like so magical there. All of your favorite stories from life just come to life before your eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I love the music. The music is so good.
The music is definitely my favorite part. I think it has a way of captivating you. I have such an affinity for Disney music and for singing it and everything. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food to eat at the park?
Corn dogs.
I love
yours?
corn dogs. Dole whips.
Dole whips.
Yeah, I like or the ice cream on Main Street.
Ice cream in general, just for your life.
Yeah, anywhere.
I love the corn dogs. You know, in my country, they're called Pluto Pups. Which works for Disney.
Yeah, but they certainly don't call that.
No, you couldn't eat Pluto at Disney. They're called Pluto Pups. In Japan, they're called American Dog.
I mean, it makes sense. I wonder, like, I don't even know where corn dogs started. I'd have to look that up. The original, because it's cornbread. Like it's a hot dog dipped in cornbread and deep fried.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Until you just said it just now. I haven't ever really tried to look into making my own. I'm pretty set with just buying them. I like churros as well, so I'm going to go savory. I like corn dogs, and sweet, I love the churros.
Yeah, I think for me it's just Dole Whip and ice cream. So anything soft serve.
Yeah.
Is what I love.
Do you know all the words to Under the Sea?
No. The seaweed is always greener.
No, like the one where they break down all the fish and their instruments.
The nute play the flute.
The carp play the harp.
The bass play
the place play the bass.
And that
they sound and sharp. The smelt and the sprat, they know where it's at.
The fluke is the Duke of Sol. Yeah.
I think that's wrong. I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it was.
The blackfish.
That's hard. Do you know what? I find it such a struggle to learn that.
And when that blowfish blow.
I found it easier to learn the Hawaiian part of Hawaiian roller coaster ride. The Awiki Wiki Mai Lohi Lohi.
Awiki Wiki Mai Lohi Lohi.
I found it easier to learn that than I did to learn that whole fish instrument part. I think because at least if it was in a different language, like you're just remembering that.
Yeah, like more sounds than actual...
Yeah.
Like trying to remember the alliterations with the lyric.
Yeah, and me actually knowing what those things are, like my brain just kind of gets taken away. I can't remember.
What's your favorite song in Little Mermaid?
Favorite song in this?
Yeah.
I have it... So I really, really obviously like Part of Your World. But there's the part in Kiss the Girl that I really enjoy. When everyone just starts like making random noises.
Oh yeah, when they start to like
and they start getting excited.
Yeah,
and they all just start like making all of their I really like that part.
I love the beginning of Kiss the Girl where she's like percussion.
I really love when she's losing her voice as well.
And then it comes out.
Yeah.
That's like my struggle every single day of my life.
You know,
after doing work.
But in Disney Sea, they play that in Mermaid Lagoon.
Oh yeah,
they keep playing that thing, and that I think that's why I loved being in there so much.
Because it's so magical.
Because it's quite small, like down there. Like it's not as big as the other sections of the park.
Right.
But just playing that.
I love it. I love Kiss the Girl so much. I remember when the movie came out when I was a kid, you know, it's like the lyric is sha la 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 my oh my, look like the boy too shy, you want to kiss the girl. But I didn't know the words as a kid, and so I would go my oh my, like I would just make up the words for it, and it was so embarrassing. My dad was like video recording me, and so it's probably some video of me going sha na 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 my oh my. But no, I think it was like up. I don't remember, but it was something very embarrassing, and I remember as a kid being embarrassed by that later on. So
I'd love to find all of these old videos,
videos of me being ridiculous. How fun! But my favorite part, I think, of this movie is, well, one of them is obviously Part of Your World reprise, and then Kiss the Girl. I love Kiss the Girl, and then I love when she comes out of the water with that sparkly gown. She has her legs.
That's so dramatic. That she like emerges with sequins.
Yeah.
I have. I really, really enjoy her hair when she gets that big bow.
Yes.
In the when she's in the Kiss the Girl moment.
When it's like a front shot and he looks at her. Looks up. Yeah, I love that.
And all of her sister's hairs too are actually really interesting. I wish I had time to draw those, but they flashed by.
Yeah, you see them for 2 seconds.
But they're really interesting. To see the shapes that they're based on, like her actual hairstyles, like to translate that in real life, I've seen some cosplayers do that, and it's really interesting to see what they come up with.
That was so pretty. I love that one.
Thanks.
Yeah, these are really great, babe.
I'll have to try and revisit some. Perhaps put some in a collage sheet or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have a few mermaid
I love this.
illustrations.
This is the one based in like off the original in Denmark, right? The statue.
Yeah, and that's from the cover. You like that
my
one?
favorite, the silhouette is so good.
Trinkton.
That's so good. She's cute.
Her fork.
It's very concept sketchy.
Is it called a dingle hopper?
Dingle hopper. Love that.
I like her. I'm not into that, but it's
I
there. This is very Tim Burton.
Yeah, but it's
I feel like
fun.
I've seen that before. That almost that exact sketch.
Maybe. I'd like to consume myself.
But Daddy, I love him.
I'd like to think of myself a very something merman, whatever.
Scylla.
Look at her, she's so thin.
She's part Cruella with
Got
that big old
I love the bubbles.
stem thing.
I love it.
That's sweet.
How great.
I like that. That could be a good
It's like the Starbucks seal.
Oh yeah, totally. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining me for SKETCHFLIX.
Bye.
Bye.